Hey guys, welcome back to another tier list video. So the last one I did, fast food, I really enjoyed it. So I decided I'm gonna make more of these. So first off, I've decided that our next topic is going to be Pokemon games because I've been a lifelong Pokemon fan. I've played basically every single main series game that didn't come out before the Wii. So I think that I'm pretty qualified to talk about these. Without further ado, let's go. Alright, so Pokemon Gold, Silver. Let's see. So first off, I am not that old, so I'm gonna put out basically every game that came out before the Wii era of games. So unfortunately, I have not played most of these. Honestly though, if you want me to, I'll definitely play these on stream because I would be 100% willing to try these games out. They're not very difficult. They don't take very much time. I'd be willing to try any of them out. Let's see. Here's the first one. Pokemon Dash. Okay, I gotta say, Pokemon Dash. D tier. I found this game really jank when I was a kid. I used to play it on my R4, if you know what those are. Basically, just a collection of games that you download. It's basically like an emulator that you put into your DS. Anyways, yeah, so this game, you would just swipe the screen to make the Pokemon run. There's not much else to say about it. Like, you swipe the screen, the Pokemon run, you race. Woo. Really, though, I found it boring. I did not enjoy that game. Pokemon Trozy, never tried it. The original Mystery Dungeon games, oh, those are old. What is this game? I can't even read this one. Oh, this is the other version. Oh, Pokemon Ranger. Oh, Pokemon Ranger. I'm gonna put this at C tier. I never beat the game, but I found it fun. I thought it was a really cool. I thought it was a really cool spinoff, and I've seen gameplay of it recently, and it looks fun as heck. I would honestly, if I had the chance, I'd probably play it all the way through. Like these are just a lot of games that I'd be willing to play on stream, to be honest. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Oh man, it's a little hard not to let nostalgia cloud my judgment here. Pearl, B tier. Diamond, also up there, B tier. They're both ports with very similar level of quality in terms of the Pokemon you can catch and whatnot. I personally started. Pearl was the first game I ever played. So, the first time I ever got introduced to Pokemon, so I have a friend who we've known each other since we were like literally babies. He is probably one of the people that I first met, like probably one of the first 50 people that I interacted with in my entire life. And so he had his DS and he brought it to like the daycare place that we would go to. It was just like another Indonesian lady's house, basically second mother. Um and he would play Pokemon Pearl in front of me and I was like, "So, what's that?" And he's like, "Pokemon." I was like, "Oh, I've heard of that. Can I check it out?" And he's like, "Sure." So I played on the new save file. I didn't overwrite his, don't worry. I didn't do anything crazy like that. But I really enjoyed my time. So I was like, I just begging my parents, like, please, DS, please, for Christmas. And eventually I got one. And I played Pokemon Pearl. And I got addicted to it. I played that game so much, even though I was terrible at it. Basically, I chose Infernape, and I only used Infernape. I beat Cynthia, I beat the Elite Four with nothing but Infernape and Azelf and Palkia, which were both very underleveled. Infernape was like level 80 something by the time I beat the Elite Four. It was a long journey, and I didn't think I would ever beat Cynthia. But eventually, with enough revives and max potions, I suppose anything's possible. Um, ooh, Pokemon Battle Revolution. This is a really obscure game. I'm gonna put this one. I'm gonna put this one in a. Oh, I'm gonna put this one in B tier as well. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. I think it's a solid game. If you didn't know, Pokemon Revolution is kind of like the evolution to the Stadium series. And I never played the Stadium series, but the cool thing about Pokemon Revolution was that you could connect your DS to it, and you could actually transfer the Pokemon that you trained in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl into Pokemon Revolution. And I thought that was the coolest thing back when I was a kid. I don't know why. I played it at like a family friend's house a lot. I don't know why he had the game. He didn't even own Pokemon, but I'm glad he did because I played it a whole bunch and it's fun. It's it basically I think it was correct me if I'm no, it definitely wasn't the first time, but at the time it was the first time I'd seen Pokemon battling in 3D, which I always thought was really sick. Nowadays, everything's in 3D, but I thought back then, especially because they had very unique animations back then for each Pokemon and in unique fainting animations and everything. I thought it was really cool. Which mystery dungeon games are these? I don't know. I don't think I played this one. I don't think I played this one. Man, some of these are hard to read. I didn't play this one. I did not play Pokemon Ranch, unfortunately. Platinum. I'm actually gonna put Platinum at A tier. I played Platinum pretty recently for the first time because I bought a cartridge off of eBay since my Pearl cartridge has been lost to time. But Platinum is like, yeah, it's just an upgraded version of Diamond and Pearl. It's just very solid. Like, I don't really have any complaints about it. Everything that I didn't like in Diamond and Pearl got fixed in Pokemon Platinum. Adventure of the Sky. I think I played a little bit of this game. Thing is, with the Mystery Dungeon series, it's a series that I always wanted to get into more, but I just never had the time. Like, I don't know. Pokemon Rumble? Pokemon Rumble. It's between C and D tier. I'll give it a bottom of C tier so far. I'll give it that. I thought Pokemon Rumble was pretty neat. I honestly thought I had fun with it. I don't think it's objectively a very good game, but I had fun with it, so I'm gonna put it at C tier. And Heart Gold, Soul Silver, easily both S tier. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, absolutely incredible games, even by today's standards. Like, you could have your Pokemon follow you, you got to explore 2 full regions, you got to unlock so many Pokemon, there's so much side content, you could re-battle trainers, you could find so many secret Pokemon. Like, the one I would always find is the Lapras. Like, if you played Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, or just change your DS clock, you could find a Lapras and in a cave, and you could just catch it. It's level 30, and it was super useful. But yeah, there's just so much to this game, and you could like fight Redden and everything. It was so cool. I love these games so much. And I'll still replay them like every few years, and I'm like, just reaffirm, and I'm like, damn, these are some of my favorite games of all time. Oh, and the Poke Athlethon was pretty fun as well. Pokemon Wii, Poke Park for the Wii. I did not play that. I just didn't hear much about it. Man, these ones are hard to read. I think that it's another Pokemon Ranger game. I think I played a bit of this one. I personally think it's a bit better than the original. Um, Pokemon Black and White. Okay, hot take. Black and White are super underrated. Like, a lot of people say Gen 5 was terrible because, oh no, there was a Pokemon based on ice cream, and oh no, there was a Pokemon based on trash. Like, sure, but counterpoint, these games were absolute fire. I thought that the Pokemon that they added that were not literal trash or ice cream were super cool. Cause I love the starter trio's okay, but Krookodile is awesome. Volcarona is awesome. Golurk is awesome. There's a lot of really sick Pokemon in Gen 5. Haxorus is super cool. Hydreigon is awesome. There's so many awesome Pokemon in this game. Pokemon trading card game. I guess if you count the Pokemon trading game as a part of the games, yeah, I suppose so. I'm gonna put this the bottom of A tier. Okay, I know Pokemon cards are like a big trend, and the thing is, I didn't have money to spend on Pokemon cards, so instead of collecting them, what I would do is I would actually play the game. I'm one of like maybe 10 people on this planet who knows how to play this game. Um, yeah, unfortunately, no one around me played it. Everyone had the cards, but everyone was like, I don't know. I just see these energies and I just kind of like give them away. And I'm like, those are the most important cards in the game. What are you doing? Yeah, but as everyone knows, no one actually collects Pokemon cards to play the game. Like, no one does that. Everyone just collects them because they look cool and they're worth a decent amount of money if you get the right ones. Pokemon Yellow, haven't played. I'm trying to read that one. Seriously, why are these so small? Hold on. Can't really make the image bigger. I don't think this game doesn't look familiar. I don't think I've played it. Rumble Blast. I've also played Rumble Blast, and I think it's better than the original Rumble. I do not think it's as good as Pokemon Ranger. I just think Pokemon Ranger is a better game overall. But Pokemon Rumble Blast, fun. Another Poke Park. Ooh, Pokemon Conquest. This is a game. Okay, this is a game that I saw, right? I know it exists. But it's one of those, it's like the weirdest spin-off. Like, no one ever talks about this game. And I've seen it a couple times, but I have never played it before, because it's kind of like, really weird. It's like Fire Emblem meets Pokemon. It's really odd. I don't know. If any of y'all have ever played this, leave a comment. I am very curious to see if anyone's actually played this game before. But, yeah. As it is, no. Black and White 2? Okay, Black and White 2 are both S tier. Under Heart Gold Soul Silver for sure. But Black and White 2 are also very, very good games. A lot of end game content, loads of Pokemon to find. I think that these two are some of the best games in the entire series. And I don't know why people really need to like get that Gen 5 bias out of their head. Like, you have the Pokemon World Tournament, you have the movie studio, you have the battling facility at the end, depending on whether or not you got black or white. It's just a super cool game, and I think it has one of the stronger stories in any Pokemon game. Doesn't say much, but I think I definitely felt more of the story. Dream Radar, Dream Radar was like neat, but it wasn't that fun to play with, I'm gonna be honest, because I played it. It's meh. Another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I don't think this is the one that I played. Rumble U. I didn't actually play Rumble U. Hey You Pikachu. Pikachu Siri. That's all it was. Pokemon X and Y. Oh, X and Y. I'm actually gonna put X and Y. I don't know. I'll put them in the middle of C tier. I'm gonna be honest. X and Y, looking back on them now, they're not very good games, man. They just weren't. There just wasn't much to do. Like, after I beat the game, I had no real motivation to keep playing it after I beat the story, so I just restarted it a bunch of times. And, man, every gym leader has, like, 3 Pokemon at most. It was the first time they used, like, the full party XP share, which means that the games were wildly unbalanced. So it just was not a good time. I'm gonna be honest. It was just like you just steamrolled over everything. There was never anything in the game that was any challenge. And then fairy types were just broken. Battle thing. Not play this. Pokemon Academy. Didn't play this. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. My first Hoenn games. I think that they're B tier. Like, they're solid remakes. And there's a pretty decent amount of content after you beat the game, including Zinnia. Zinnia story, the Delta chapter. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I thought the Delta chapter was sick. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, I thought they're cool. They're very good games, and you get the contest back. Like, not many. Okay, like the contests or not, at least there's something extra to do. Like that's a lot more than I can say for like X and Y. X and Y, you beat the game, you catch Zygarde, you're done. Like, if you want to do the Battle Mansion, you can do it, but it's also, like, the most boring battling facility in any Pokemon game, in my opinion. I just hated that thing. Shuffle. I don't remember if I played Shuffle. There are so many spin-off games to Pokemon, as you can see. Even, like, the main ones that I haven't played, I still have a chance to play them sometime. Oh, wait, I just realized, this one here is the trading card game. The original one. Oh, man. I saw footage of that, and it looks terrible. Pokemon Rumble. Okay, Rumble World? Rumble Worlds, though? Not even gonna lie. I like this game. I'm gonna put it in B. Like, it's a bad game, objectively, but I don't care. I had so much fun playing this. I probably spent more time playing this than I did X and Y. I'm gonna be completely honest. Pokken. Ooh, okay. I'm not very good at traditional fighting games, and I know Pokemon's not really a traditional fighting game as it doesn't have, like, button inputs or anything. But I had fun with Pokken. I'm going to put it in, like, the top of C tier. I actually really like this game. I think it's cool. This is another port of the Pokemon trading card game. Okay, this one's the mystery dungeon I played. I did not finish the game, but I'm gonna put it. I think it's pretty good. I'm gonna put it above X and Y. I think that the mystery dungeon games are cool. They have a decent amount of depth to them, and from what I understand, their stories are way better than the mainline Pokemon games. So I'm gonna put it there. Oh man, this is another one I did not play. Picross Pokemon. Pokemon Go. Ooh, Pokemon Go. Easy A tier. Pokemon Go A tier. Above the trading card game. I love Pokemon Go, and I will still play it from time to time. It's hard for me to get motivated to play it because I don't travel as much right now. But when I'm in a new city, dude, I'll pop up a Pokemon Go, see what's around. It's a good time. It's a nice, fun time. Sun and Moon, B tier. I think Sun and Moon were solid games. I just think Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were like way better. But they're probably coming up. Oh, this is an obscure one. Magikarp Jump. This is a. I'm gonna put it above the top of D tier. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's a very good game. It kills like 2 hours of your time, and then after that, you just kind of like forget about it. It's a very forgettable game. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, A tier. I think Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon were very solid games. I think that they did their jobs very well. They are probably some of the better enhanced ports out of every Pokemon game. So I'm going to put them up there. Detective Pikachu. I never played Detective Pikachu. Jesus, there's so many games I haven't played. Pokemon Quest. I'm also going to put Pokemon Quest in D tier, unfortunately. I'm going to put it under Magikarp Jump, actually. Man, Pokemon Quest, I remember I played it, quote unquote, for a little while. And by played it, I mean I opened the game every now and then, collected the Pokemon, reset the pot, and then just left. I'm gonna be honest, I did not find that game fun. The fact that you weren't able to control the Pokemon did not help. Alright, let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. These are the first mainline series games that I'm gonna put in D tier. Man, I do not think that these games were good at all. I found them so boring. There's very hard for me to drop a game literally halfway through. Dude, I literally dropped these games halfway through. I just did not have fun with them. Like, I don't know. Like, it was my first time playing through a Kanto only game. I played through Heart Gold Soul Silver. But, man, these games are not great. Like, they're very beginner friendly, but for people who've been playing Pokemon for any amount of time and don't like shiny hunting, there's just not much for you there. Like, if you like shiny hunting, these games are great. But if you like the combat or the story or anything, it's just nothing there really. It's trying to be part of it's trying to exist with like the anime with like Team Rocket, like you see Jesse James and Meowth show up, but it's also not. And it's also not committed to the original characters. It uses like weirdly enough, it uses like someone that's closer to like Manga Red as well as Blue. Or I mean green, I mean green. Depends on where you are, but yeah, like the girl, green, that's how I refer to her as. The one with the Squirtle. Uh yeah, she's in there too, which I'm like, as someone who's read the Pokemon manga, I'm like, how did she show up here? I don't know, some alternate dimension stuff that they explain in a different Pokemon game, but I couldn't be asked. That's an answer that. Pokemon Masters. I'm actually gonna put this one at the top of B tier. I actually enjoyed this game. Actually, I'm gonna put it under Diamond and Pearl. I didn't enjoy as much Diamond and Pearl. But Pokemon Masters, I actually enjoyed. I have a lot of 3-star operate trainers in that game. I have a lot of really strong trainers in that game, and man, I had to stop playing it after a while. But I did enjoy it when I was playing it. I thought the combat was fun. Sword and Shield. I'm gonna put Sword and Shield at the top of C tier. Actually, I'm gonna put them. I'll put them above Pokken. I think they're better than Pokken. But Sword and Shield, they're fun games. But after a certain point, I just really ran out of stuff to do. And once I hit that wall, I hit that wall hard. I just never wanted to play the game after I completed the Pokedex. Like, I haven't picked it up since I completed the Pokedex, even though I did buy the DLC. I didn't even play it. I think that's another mystery dungeon game. I haven't played this one though. What is that? Oh, it's the Cafe Mix one. I haven't played that game. You know, one game that actually is this. Hold on, give me a sec. Let me go on my phone for a sec. I need to check. Is that the game? Oh, it is. Oh, it's Pokemon Shuffle. I'm actually gonna put Pokemon Shuffle. I did not realize it was this game. Pokemon Shuffle is a puzzle game with Pokemon, and it's one of the games that I've probably played for the longest. Weirdly enough, I don't really play it super actively, but I'll hop on it every now and then. Man, it is weird seeing this game again. I'm gonna give it a solid B tier, like right under. Actually, I'm gonna put it above. I'm gonna put it under Pokemon Masters, and I'm also gonna put it under Battle Revolution. I think this game is fun. Actually, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B tier. It's fun. It's a good time killer, and there's a decent amount of doing it. If you like puzzle games, I recommend Pokemon Shuffle. It's not bad. Actually, there's one game in here. Well, let me go through it again. Let me take a look. There's one game in here that I don't remember. I don't know. Do any of y'all remember that Pokemon game that was like a board game that was an app for a little while? I forget what it's called. Pokemon Duel, I think it was called. Man, that game died real quick. I think you can't buy it on the App Store anymore. I'm pretty sure you can't. The new Pokemon Snap didn't play that either. Pokemon Stadium. All right, Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite, I'm gonna give a solid D tier. I'm gonna put it above Eevee and Pikachu though. I think Pokemon Unite's fine. It's just not a good MOBA. No one plays it anymore. Diamond and Pearl, Shining Diamond, Shining Pearl. All right. So as much as I like the original Shining Diamond, Shining Pearl, man, I cannot cut these games some slack. I actually think that they're only slightly better than X and Y. Man, I don't know. These games are so disappointing. Like, I was so excited for Sinnoh remakes, and then they just really they messed it up. Man, they were being, I don't know, they were trying to stay faithful to the source material, and they just made an HD remake that felt worse to play somehow than the original. I don't know. These games are not that good. I would not recommend picking them up. I just recommend playing the original because I think the original had more personality to it, at least. And Pokemon Legends Arceus. I never actually finished this game, but I think it's really good. Pokemon Legends Arceus, I think it's really good. I just haven't had time to play it. Maybe I'll play it on stream sometime. Maybe I'll do that. But Pokemon Legends Arceus, I am going to put up here. I'm going to put Legends Arceus up here in A tier. I think that it is probably the most important Pokemon game to come out in the series in a long time. It's the first one to really like change the series, which I'm very happy about because Pokemon is an old series that has not changed in a very long time. Let's take a look. I had to change anything. I think that Black and White are better than Platinum. And I think that Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, I think I had more fun with those in the trading card game, I'll be honest. I like the trading card game, but yeah. Alright. I think that this tier list is pretty good. As you can see, there's a lot of games that I did not include because I am not about to play every single Pokemon spinoff in history, and I have yet to play most of the mainline games that came out before I was born. Like, Diamond and Pearl just barely came out in the time that I was born. I think they came out in 2004, and I'm born in 2004. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't know. What do you guys think? Any of y'all play a lot of Pokemon games? Have anything to say? Any knowledge about any of these games down here? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Anyways, that's all we got time for today. So here we go. Here's our final list. I think Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul, Silver are the best games in the Pokemon series. Dream Radar is just here because it's just not much of a game, so I don't really know why it's here. But if I had to say, Pokemon Dash, probably my least favorite game that I've played in the Pokemon series. Yep. All right, so with that, I'll see y'all next time. Take care, and bye.